just rolling. Day in the life of truck and chubby.
Yo, what's up with everybody, man? What's going on? I'm back with another video, man. Welcome to Sports with Truck and Chubby, man. I gotta show my copyright disclaimer real quick. Excuse me for this. And that's only because I'm about to jump up into a video and I'm gonna show some clips of some videos. Credit to a couple of sports. Let me get the names down. Well, Undisputed, because people, I'm gonna say this first. Cormani McClain's name has been bashed. People are reluctant to take Cormani out of the transfer portal due to a actual story written in the 24/7 online magazine by Grant Hughes that was published yesterday at 1:22 p.m. by writer Grant Hughes. Give him credit. Multiple football college programs are reluctant to pursue former Colorado cornerback Cormani McClain in the transfer portal, reports Matt Zent. The former 5-star recruit is the number 2 available transfer prospect, but receives majority criticism after a measure of conversations that stem back to his high school days. Teams being frank, open, and candid have gotten mixed feedback on him, Zent said, via 24 Sports transfer portal show. Even with the talent he has, it's led to a lot of teams I've talked to being reluctant to pursue him. It's led to a point where a lot of teams are planning on not pursuing him. I really have no idea where Cormani is going to end up. Cormani was a no-show at his own early signing in high school and reportedly ghosted Miami coaches after a verbal commitment. He later flipped to Colorado and head coach Deion Sanders, but reports that he missed classes in film study and other concerns over his maturity followed. So your kids can miss class and shit to go to a fashion show for NIL money, but Cormani can't miss it to whatever. I don't know what he was doing. I'm just saying, that's one thing. Back to his high school days. His high school coach tried to throw him under the bus, but his high school coach proudly says, I coach Cormani McClain on his resume. Shout out to Offscript and Coach Hayes for that. There's a whole rule at Florida State University that goes in to talk about Deion Sanders. They call it the Deion Sanders rule because he missed classes and everything in college. His development on the field and the fact that he can't play is probably because maybe me speculating on this, it's easy to edit videos of looking like you're actually training a player when you're not, right? Out of a whole 4-hour practice, how many times has a half an hour or that extra half an hour been dedicated to actually developing a 5-star cornerback that should be one of the best cornerbacks in college football right now, right? He still probably can go back to Colorado. Maybe this is the play to try to get him to go back to Colorado, is actually having KeyShawn Johnson and Skip Bayless bring up the Colorado transfers and talking about how they can't play football because they're transferred for the NIL bag. Cormani didn't leave for money. He didn't leave for money. He was getting $25,000 up there Colorado a month. Why would he be leaving? Why would he leave? He didn't leave for that. He left because he didn't develop. And just like he said, I didn't receive the development I needed, the time I needed. He needed time. He didn't need time on well-off media. He didn't need time on Reach the People media. He didn't need time on his YouTube channel. He needed time to be developed. He wants to be a great football player. He don't want to be a great YouTube influencer. For all the YouTube influencers and everybody else out there, that's what they did. They flipped the whole thing on Cormani. Same thing, and it almost feels like a Kwame Brown situation with Stephen A when he just totally bashed him. But this is like this is different. But this is nowadays on the internet. You got all the social media accounts that really don't know how powerful our voices is, and they like bashed him first. And then you got coaches coming out talking about, well, hey, everybody leaving, they don't want to compete, so the other players don't want to compete. And then KeyShawn goes into saying the same exact thing. Man, I must play it for y'all because it's like, wow, like why would you, what would make you even fix your face to say this? Because you just totally contradicted everything you're saying. He's supposed to be a pro. He's supposed to be a professional football player and all that. See, they be talking stupid too. And watch. Just watch it.
Are important. The situation is extremely important. Okay, these young quarterbacks come in and there's no real guidance. The first thing that the fan base and everybody wants to do is throw them in the mix.
No,
and then they
that ain't even it. That ain't even the John that I'm supposed to be showing y'all right now. I'm about to show y'all the video right now. It's crazy because look, watch, here it
you
is.
go and you find
Does that say about all the transfers? See, there's no argument here. The only thing that this is absolutely meant for, and people keep overlooking, is this is only meant to tear down the young men. That's what this is meant for, y'all. Like, this is what everybody keeps overlooking. This is only meant to tear down the Colorado people that are transferring out of Colorado. That is what the whole narrative is about. It's not about anything else. You heard what he said. He said it out of his own mouth. I'm using your words against you, KeyShawn. People who go into the transfer portal can't play. Because if they got an NFL future, they're going to stay at their school because their school is going to make sure that they got the bag. Ain't that's what you said, KeyShawn Johnson? It's not what I said. That's what you said out your mouth. Not knowing that he was getting paid, that the young man was getting paid, and he don't have to say names because he was one of the transfers that was in the portal at this specific time. And every other social media account that follows Colorado that talks about clout chasing, and they don't even have avatars up on their profiles of themselves. It's of a player at Colorado, as if they go there and then they do nothing but either they got a buffalo as an avatar. It's not their face. It's a buffalo, something buff, or it's a player on the team, and their social media. That's what they run it off of. They don't run like. Are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? But what I'm doing is holding you accountable for the mess that y'all put this young man in. Schools are reluctant to get at him because, and I don't even think it's because it's in the limelight, because a lot of people know about the situation. But I'm gonna tell y'all this right now before I get on up out of here. I'm telling y'all, if this situation if the Cormani does not get picked up in that transfer portal, it's going to get ugly for Coach Prime in that program. I know it for it to be a fact. And I know it. That's how I feel. It's not a fact. Excuse my lingo. Excuse the way I put that. Let me put this in detail. I'm speculating. But I strongly feel like it's going to be a whole problem if he does not get picked up out of this transfer portal. Because then he's going to be forced to speak on his transgressions, his mistakes, and the mistakes he made as a young man at that school. And then he's also going to have to make a statement upon the coaching staff and what's really going on behind those cameras, the things that we don't see. And don't nobody want that. So you're best to make sure Cormani get picked up by a team. Because if things come out, it's going to get ugly for Colorado. I know it is. Oh, boy. Y'all think, y'all think it's crazy now. Y'all think it's crazy now. Okay. Yeah, all right. You think you got to defend something now? It'll go all the way left, all the way. Like no other. People just be like, well, what do we do from here? We won't know what to do, man. It's just a cold shame, and it's nothing really the good to report on that this young man is having a hard time in the portal. And there's several players that actually should be. McCaskill should have a home right now. Cormani McClain should have a hum right now. Miles Shusher should have a hum right now. Even Savion Wilkerson, he rushed for 3. He's a good rushing running back. So let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. There's a lot of players in the portal right now from Colorado that should have a hum that don't. But due to those statements from Neely, KeyShawn Johnson, all them social media accounts that be up bashing on them kids, bashing on these young men. I'm not gonna say kids, bashing on these young men. So y'all open the door for everybody to get bashed. I don't care who they is. But I can recall when Shador was getting sacked last season, a lot of people were saying, I can't believe you're talking about this kid like that, this college kid like that, and this and this and that. And y'all did do it. There was a lot of people out there doing that, but them same people was talking about Cormani like that. I be seeing things out there, man, and people funny. People are funny. But it's like, but just stay tuned, y'all. Because if Cormani don't get picked up and out of the portal, I would come out and make a statement. I wouldn't be like, I mean, like, what choice does he have? Everything's already, it's already at a national syndicated sports show and undisputed to where the point they're bashing on the transfers. And Paul Pierce tried to stop that to his best ability. He even gave him the face. Slow it down on that part. Paul Pierce, are you serious? Gave him the side lip, like, are you serious right now, KeyShawn? You really about to do this? It's like that? It's like that, KeyShawn? Like, all right, let me just shut up, man. This is something I don't even want to get involved with. Paul Pierce wasn't with it. He the only one up there that was not with that. Man, look. It's about the AR. Mark my words. If Cormani does not get picked up out of the portal, things are going to start coming out about this team up there that a lot of people is not going to like. And a lot of people going to say they're not true and this and that. They're going to try to play damage control. But it is what it is, man. And I just got to report on it and give it to y'all the best way I can. But look, y'all, everybody out there, no matter what religion, creed, color that you are, say a prayer for Cormani. Keep him in your prayers. Send good vibes his way. If you don't believe, however you feel, I'm not, you know what I mean? You're entitled to that. Just, wish him the best, because what he could be going through right now, when you got somebody and when you up against somebody as powerful as a Coach Prime and the people that he holds and everything around him like that ain't right. That ain't right. Everybody made mistakes when they was 20, 21. That's how we grew as people, right? It is what it is, man. But until then, man, y'all know what time it is here.
Want to see Truck and Chubby live and co-host Shad? Tune in at Fans Point of View, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. But in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the content. Don't forget to hit your notification bell for all updates. Thank you for watching.